Good morning, Cancer people. This is the general reading for the sign of Cancer. This reading could resonate with anyone who has Cancer strongly in their charts, but that said, it will not resonate for everyone. We're all different ages, moving through different types of life experiences, living all around the world, and from my perspective, I see no reason that everyone would be in the same life template. Also, because our natal charts are very complicated and they're all very different from each other. So just please understand that this may not resonate with you, but hopefully there's something here that can help you in your journey forward. My beautiful friends, I welcome you into this space just as you are in this moment. I'm happy you're here, and I look forward to seeing the story that comes out for this group of Cancers. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get started. I'm looking at the general energy for this group of Cancer people. The current energy, what's happening now for this group. This will help you kind of recognize if this reading will fit with you or not. What is happening currently for this group of Cancer people, please? What is happening currently? What is happening currently? If you do not like the shuffling, just move forward in the reading to where the recording starts. Just move forward in the video to where the recording starts. What is happening now for this group of Cancers? What is happening now for this group of Cancer people? What is happening now? Right. There's something that's happening. There's something that's in movement, because I see this one as I kind of get an energy as the cards fall out. If something is settled in the energy or if there is movement in the energy. So this tells me this is a group of people who are going through some sort of, it's almost like the wheel, where there's something now beginning to move, beginning to turn, beginning to happen. Let's look what will happen as this group steps into the next incoming energy, the next immediate future, whether that's 7 to 10 days or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. It would be arrogant of me to lay a claim of time on this reading because everyone is different, but I'm asking for the next immediate energy. So we're looking to step into the next immediate future. This can be a small event, a small blip in your lifeline, your lifetime, or this could be an epic energy. It's for you to take this energy and place it within your own experience. I bring it forward and give it to you to use as you wish, as you will. Next immediate energy for Cancer. Next immediate energy for Cancer. Next immediate energy for Cancer. Immediate energy for Cancer. One more. I feel like there's one more energy. See, look how messy everything is. There's something in movement here. The energy settles a little bit as you go into the future. It quiets a little bit. But there is some kind of change here for this Cancer group. And that would make sense because that's who I connect in with. People who are going through change. People who are going through life events or situations that require some type of guidance or some type of assistance as they move through. All right, let's look at guidance now for Cancer. I'm getting even distracted by this energy. Let's look at guidance now for this group of Cancer people. Let's look at guidance now. Let's look at guidance, please. Guidance for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer, please. Guidance. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to go. It is 4:09, 4:10. As far as the timestamp, if you want to do that. And let's see what's here. All right, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's okay. 10 of Pentacles is a great energy. Let's just see what's coming out here. We have the Page of Cups here coming in. We have the Moon energy, and then we have this energy. So there's something here that is happening with this group of Cancers. Let me get into this energy. It's kind of topsy-turvy here. So it's going to take me a little bit to get into this energy. Now it does settle out into the future, so I think that's good. It kind of quiets a little bit as you move through. So we have some sort of a situation here that has come in You're working here to build your foundation of wealth, build your foundation of comfort and security. So that is what is on your mind, and that is what this group is focusing on, or is working, maybe even subconsciously, to create in their lives. There has been some kind of a introduction here. There has been some type of introduction of inspiration that's coming in. It could be challenging your ideas. It could be challenging your ideals. It could be challenging who you believe you are, or what you are doing to create this Ten of Pentacles, this safety, this platform, this financial abundance or financial stability that you're working on. Whatever this is, it warms your heart though. So it's kind of a contradictory energy. It's something that you might not have been expecting. Because the moon energy is here, so something has kind of come out of the blue. Something that you might not have been expecting has come up, or is showing up for this group of Cancer people. It could be a new realization, or a new epiphany, or some sort of information coming forward that is coming in, and it's like an epiphany energy. It could be a person. It could be a message from someone that sort of shakes you up, knocks you around, brings you out of some sort of safety that you've created for yourself. It could be your intuition here, that something is perking, something is knocking on your shoulder, like something intuitive is happening with you, where you're sort of just off kilter and you're feeling like something is coming in, you're feeling like something's going to happen. Maybe you've got wind of something, or maybe somebody has said something, or there has been something coming in that just it unsettles you. Now, the Page of Cups typically is an energy that would warm your heart, would inspire you, would kind of put you on cloud 9 or cloud 5 or whatever. Like, it's a page, right? So it's not anything like super huge or anything, but it would lift your spirits and warm your heart. And it could be a new person coming in with love, or some type of possibility of love, or a new job offer, or a child coming in and saying something to you that just really brings you happiness. But see, the Page of Cups is not all the way up. It's not all the way in the upright. It is kind of waffling over this Ten of Pentacles, which is your safety and your security in your life. So whatever this is, it's also connected here to the moon energy, which is connected to this Page of Cups. So there's something that has come out of the blue here, something that's been uncovered, whether you overheard something, or you had a dream, or there's something here that is shaking you up. And it doesn't have to be in a bad way, because the Page of Cups is not a bad energy. It's just that the Page of Cups is not fully upright. So it could be that you're trying to figure out what this is. Somebody could be coming forward and you're not sure of the intention. You're not sure if this is good news or bad news, or what this is. So it's almost like you're peering out the curtains, like you heard a noise outside, or you heard someone talking outside, and you're peering out the curtains in that one moment as you hear that noise, and you reach over to look out the curtains, wondering what's out there. It's in that moment, that kind of energy that I'm describing. Or a knock at the door, and you'll be like, who's that? What? It's that kind of an energy that I'm trying to describe to you. Hopefully that helps you to understand what I mean. And those of you who are resonating with this message are fully understanding. So if you're not understanding this, like if this is confusing you, then this is not going to be resonating with you, I feel. You do have the Eight of Cups here in the lateral. So this has really distracted you, right? You're all over the place. You could be, if you're driving down the lane, if you're driving down the street, it's distracting you so that you're looking out to the side of your window, and you're having a hard time looking straight ahead and focusing on your lane that you're supposed to be in. So it's something that's distracted you. Where I used to work, with people that I totally love and enjoyed working with, we used to call it the squirrel. Like we would have windows, and outside the windows would be like a little I don't know, forestry area, and there would be squirrels there. So we'd always say, like, when a dog goes on a walk and he sees a squirrel, it'd be squirrel, squirrel, and off he goes, like forgetting all about what he's doing. And sometimes we would do that at work too. We would totally get sidetracked on something that would have no bearing to what our focus was. And then we laugh and we say, oh, squirreled ya, squirreled ya. You know, it's that kind of an energy. It's some kind of an energy that's going to swirl you from what you've been focusing on, which is this feeling of safety and creating a foundation and building wealth and feeling secure within who you are with this Ten of Pentacles energy. Now the Ten of Pentacles energy is still here, so I don't think it's changed really anything. Because remember, it's just a message of love here. It's something that inspires you or warms your heart. That's not all the way here, right? So it's not, I don't think it's changing anything about the Ten of Pentacles. It's just an emotional energy that you're in. All right. So that's what these people are experiencing right now. Now let's move into the future here and see what's here for as this group moves into the future. And there's a lot of energies here. I had a time. Was it this? No, it was the guidance that just came out with a lot of guidance. So we have the Judgment energy here. Eight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Yeah, there is more energy than normal. Hierophant. Hanged Man. My hands are a little bit shaky, so this is kind of, oh, there's the Devil. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Something's happening here. And then Justice. All right. So as you move into the next week or so, or the next month, depending on how big this is for you, if it's epic or if it's just a small blip, it kind of just depends on what your situation is. There is some sort of a consequence or a happening here. With the Hierophant energy, this could be, let me just go over the sign. Okay, so the energies I see here are Taurus, Capricorn, and Libra. So doesn't have to be any of those people. Just these energies take on characteristics that those signs have. But there is something here. See? It's a distracting. This is somewhat distracting because as I got into this energy, I got distracted and started doing other things. There is some sort of a distraction. I think it sends you off into a curve. It's like a curveball, or it's like something that comes in here. It's connected to community or to work or to your agreement that you have. It's connected to the Hierophant energy, which is often a contract, an agreement. It could be a societal rule or some sort of community obligation. It could be trust and faith, but it's the outward. So it's like the organization that provides that or that leads you to that. So it could have something to do with like a church group or a religious group or a community of people that all think the same way. So if I get into this energy, there's something could have changed, or you could be hearing of something that's changing here within the company that you work for, or a community, or within a family unit. It's something it can often be a good energy here with Judgment energy. It's often a good energy, but it's often an energy that can turn things around or change things completely with the Judgment energy. So there's some sort of energy here that puts you in see, here you are with the Eight of Swords. It puts you in this fear cycle that you think it could possibly be something bad, right? So this is like intuition, but intuition merged with fear. And intuition does not have to be merged with fear. Sometimes when we have intuitive thinking and we have these, whatever it is, an intuitive thought, or maybe a dream that you've had during the night, and you're like, okay, something's going on here, or maybe it's just this feeling of pending doom that you have. The Judgment energy does not have to be and should not be connected with fear. Like, that's the ego that puts those two emotions together. So if you're worried about something here, number one, you could have actually been involved in something that wasn't wise, number one. And now that you're wondering something that you heard or something that has come in, you're wondering what that's about, but I don't think that's what it is. I think that this is actually something that could be something good, because it was the Page of Cups. It's something that's supposed to warm your heart or bring something new in for you that's inspiring. But for some reason, and possibly because of past events, you go into this place of like a fear place. So it's going to take some time over the next couple weeks here to kind of settle back down, put your feet on the ground again, because we do have the Eight of Swords with a Hanged Man. And so I don't think that there's anything bad that's actually going to happen here. I really don't, because you have the Devil energy here, which tells me that there's some sort of fear with the Eight of Swords or something that has happened in the past. Either it's a series of events or past cycles that you've been in, that whenever something has happened like this, it usually is something that you find falls apart or doesn't last. It's like there is with this group of Cancer people, there could be like an inner or very deep belief of even like an unworthiness or a shaky platform or shaky foundation, shakiness beneath your feet. Where during the days and time that pass, you can forget about the shakiness. But if there's something that comes along, even like an earthquake, talk about an earthquake and talk about people who have survived earthquakes, right? Or even talk about tsunamis or other natural disasters. If you have survived an earthquake, any kind of aftershock or any kind of small earthquake thereafter could really sort of shake your ground. Even if it's not a big earthquake, it could be a small earthquake, but you would feel that vibration and you would have some sort of an intuitive or it's almost like PTSD that I'm talking about, or CPTSD, something like that, where something could have come up and those same emotions, those same survival skills, the same flow of adrenaline will pulse through you. And it creates this like, almost like a PTSD kind of, result. I'm trying to describe this, but it's just like I've been in this position before and I understand like how it feels. It just comes over you. And it's really hard to get through that dense energy, and it's really hard to find the logic once you're in this emotional space. It's really hard to sit down and say, okay, what did I actually hear? And was I involved in this in any way? Did I have any role in this? Does this really impact me? Does it really change my world in any way? And if it does, how does it change my world? Are these fears, are these emotions that are coming over me? Or is this actually something that I need to worry about? And I think it's this Hangman here that's talking about taking this Eight of Swords, this feeling of despair and anxiety and stress that comes over us when we have those anxious moments. When we go through trauma, that's a severe energy. I mean, that energy can wash over us time and time again as we move forward, especially if we don't understand the depths of it and work to really and truly heal that. And sometimes it takes a long time to heal wounds like that. So, it's okay that this kind of feeling will wash over you. And I think over the next couple of weeks, I see you just kind of sitting back, filtering through these emotions, filtering through the facts, and coming to a realization here that this is actually something that is an indication of success. We have the Page of Pentacles, right? So there's some sort of message here that's a real message that's coming in. It is coated with the Devil energy, which is energy of fear, energy of, could even be like something here that would come in that would perhaps like put you in an energy of wanting to have a drink, or could be like sending you into some sort of a spiral a little bit, because whatever this is, it's like it's triggering some type of anxiety that will wash over you that isn't necessarily about this event itself, but it takes on the energy of past events. Therefore, your body responds similar as it does in past events. And I'm not a psychologist. I don't have any kind of a degree in human behavior. So I'm just going off what I feel in these energies here and what I've experienced myself in the past with trauma and how it can feel. Because what I sense here is there's actually nothing really terrible that's going to affect you. Nothing really is going to affect you because you have justice here. And you also have it over the Four of Cups. So there's something here that's happening that I think is not necessarily anything that will impact you. I think that you're trying to find inspiration in your life. You're trying to live in this healthy way and find your foundation and create stability in your life. And it's hard as we move through trauma and as we move out of experiences to really live energy with clean energy. This is, and I'm struggling through this reading because I think that this is talking about something that is actually hard for even professional people to decipher. This is talking about some kind of wave of anxiety, wave of emotion, wave of adrenaline that may only be soothed by the relaxation of the body somehow, and the calming the brain, calming the mind, such as ASMR, where you listen to noises and it can help to calm the mind, or going into a sauna, or a hot tub, or going into a like an oxygen tank or something where you can actually nourish the body. Because I think that this, to me, feels like adrenaline. It feels like there's adrenaline flowing through, and emotion and anxiety. And I think that what's happening is not necessarily bad at all. In fact, I think that it may not even really be part of your story. It might be someone else who has, for the longest time, impacted your life. And this might be you really trying to work on creating strong boundaries and breaking the threads of energy between you and other people. And when we break threads of energy, we actually have to break them, and they can very quickly become reestablished. If the other person thinks our direction, or we think in the other person's direction, we can build those threads of energy back quite easily. And therefore the energy comes back and forth and exchanges again. So this is creating boundaries, and creating boundaries is not only creating space in between you and another person so that you can't talk, but clearing the mind and clearing the thoughts of other people. And this takes time, and it takes intentional thought. I mean, I do it every day, especially when I work at the energies, and I have to go clear myself after every reading. And every time I go onto the comment section and read the comments, I have to go and clear my energy after that. Whenever we create threads between us and other living beings, there is a thread of energy that goes between. So this is something that I have to do every day, and it takes a lot of intention. It takes focus. It takes the drive to have a clean energy. And I think that's what all of you are trying to do with the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups energy. So I think what this is whether this is a message that's coming in that is actually you're trying to figure out how it will impact you, if it'll impact your life, if this is something that's going to send you into some sort of a spiral or not. I don't think that it has the quantity within it to send you into a spiral. I don't think it has because it's a page. It's not anything that will, and it's a page of cups. Right? It's just something that will distract you and bring that adrenaline in. And I don't think it has anything to do that will actually impact you in any way, although it will send your body into some sort of a response. And it's going to be necessary to work with the threads of energy between you and other people, or you in a situation. Even if you have a job, you can have energy towards that job and to the people around that job. So this is working to clear energies, working to clean the threads of energies between you and others, and working to calm the mind and to calm the body, to nourish the body, creating sanctuary spaces for ourselves, and to really understand when our body is stressed, when our mind is stressed, and why it's stressed. If it's something that's actually happening, or is it something that is triggered some kind of emotion from the past. So I think that's what's going on here for the next couple of weeks. I see victory over this. I see victory here. So in the next couple of weeks, or even over the next week or so, I don't think this is a long period of time. This is not a long period of time. I think there really is a balancing out here. It's something that what I actually see here is some kind of message coming in, or some kind of inclination that will help you move out of this space. So this is talking about looking at what is tangible in front of you, looking at the numbers, looking at the evidence, looking at what is tangible. Is there something tangible in front of you, some kind of evidence in front of you that shows that there is some sort of change, or there is some sort of improvement, or some sort of degradation. What is there tangible? And I think when you mix this with the devil energy and then with the Four of Cups over the justice energy, it's really kind of saying that I don't think you find anything here that is connected in with the devil energy. I think it's just fear with the Hanged Man, looking at different perspectives here connected to the Eight of Swords. And then you end this energy in the Four of Cups and the justice energy. This energy is how I feel after I'm done doing an energy clearing, to be honest with you. I feel tired after I'm done doing an energy clearing. I'm tired. My body is ready for sleep. I'm relaxed, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel like I have put in a full day out in the fields working with my hands and feet. That's how tired I am. And my brain is buzzing, but it's clean. It's clear. And then I have this justice, which is balance, right? I can float. I can have a line of energy from the top of my crown chakra down to my feet that's straight, and it's in the middle of my forehead going down all the way to the bottom in the middle of my body. It's balance, which is what justice is. So I think this is really working through some kind of event or rumor or decision that somebody has made or something that's happened that's really kind of knocked you around. And then over the next couple of weeks, it's really moving through that energy and really coming to terms with it. And I think what you're going to find is that it's nothing that will really impact you. In fact, it might even teach you something on how to move through this kind of dense energy, because I think this is what you're working to remove from your space, and that's why this Page of Cups is touching the Ten of Pentacles, because this kind of emotional energy, no matter how much safety and security you have in your life, if you have this kind of PTSD or CPTSD symptoms that you're going through, and I'm not diagnosing, I have no ability to diagnose, but that's what it feels like to me. If you're going through these sorts of emotions and working through this kind of dense energy, it's really hard to feel the Ten of Pentacles. It's really hard to feel safe and secure, even though you might have all the money in the bank, right? You might have enough money in the bank so that you don't have to worry about money. But when these kinds of elements come in and it tosses and turns you and hits you against the wall, the bank account has no bearing. The emotions take over and the body goes into action. The mind starts flaring and the body, it starts pushing that adrenaline, and it puts you in sort of an anxious energy. So I see you working through it. I really do, in the next week or so. So it's something that you're able to work through. I think that you're using logic and reason here with the Page of Pentacles and finding what you need to find to help you find this balance. I think it's a victory for you. So I think this is going to be, at the end, this is going to be something that really doesn't have any bearing to your Ten of Pentacles. It's not really going to come in and hurt anything as far as your stability and your safety. But it's probably going to help you to work through this kind of dense energy for the future. So ultimately, this is a kind of experience that all of us go through as we learn how to move out of trauma and move out of survival and move into a more abundant energy, which is what the Ten of Pentacles is. This is part of the process in finding the Ten of Pentacles. And it's rare. It's not something that is really talked about a lot, to be honest with you, from what I've experienced in my life. It's something that it's getting into the nitty gritty. And I love that this reading is here. And I thank Spirit for bringing this forward, because I think this could help a very many people. This reading can. So I wish you all the best, my beautiful friends. This is an energy that, it is a transitionary energy. These are the energies in the kind of density that has to be filtered through in order to reach the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm loving that I see you on this path. This to me is a very encouraging. It's a Three of Wands for me. That's how I feel when I look at this reading. It's a Three of Wands. I feel inspired. I feel optimistic for you. I feel anticipation of a beautiful future for you. These are the kind of feelings. My heart is in my throat right now. So while you might be going through this anxious energy and really being tossed and turned around, I see this coming out in a balanced way, and I feel very excited and very optimistic for your future. And I look forward to getting into this energy, into your group's energy as we move through the year, because I think you're going to have a very empowered year. So let's look at the guidance here. Knight of Cups, energy of love. Six of Wands, Six of Swords, not Wands, Six of Swords. Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. See, this is a very balanced energy. So let's get started. We have the Knight of Cups coming in. So there is an energy of love here. Okay. We can't deny that there's an energy of love. And in the extended reading, I'll dig deeper into this energy. There could be someone coming forward to, want to spend time with you. This could in itself really, really rock you around. Right? There could be, this focus because the cup energy is love. And a lot of times the Ace of Cups is self-love. A lot of the time it is. When I get into that energy, a lot of the time it is. And so the Knight of Cups could be an energy of learning self-love, right? What is self-love? Is it self-conceitedness? It's not. It's understanding the value of self. It's understanding how to put yourself equal with others or make decisions in your own best interest and then consider other people. It's learning how to place a value of pricelessness on yourself. A value of pricelessness, a value of where your value reaches far, far into infinity, into the heavens. That's your value and your worth. It is something that is not measurable, your value and your worth. And this is an energy of really, really fully coming to an understanding of how to wrap your mind around that and how to walk in that energy of self-awareness, self-value, self-respect, self-honor, self-dignity, all of these energies. All right. So there could be an offer of love coming towards you or some kind of new introduction. Or you could really just be working on self-awareness and self-love. This is a general reading. So you're going to have to, figure this out. Knight of Wands. It's passion. It's lighting the fire within. So there could be some sort of, person coming in here. There could be some sort of person coming in here. It could be a Sagittarius energy coming in here. It could be very fiery. You could be moving forward in this energy of self-love, learning self-love. And you could have this other energy that's completely different, Knight of Wands coming in. And this is an energy of fire. It's a fast-moving fire energy, completely different than love energy. Passion and fire is energy that can move us forward into new frontiers. It can help us initiate something. It can help us rescue something. It can help us do something that we might not otherwise do. And you're in the energy of Knight of Cups, and you're in this energy of slow forward movement, learning self-love, focusing on the self, recovering from something. And then you have this very passionate Knight of Wands energy come in. You should be wary of this kind of energy because this is a fast-moving, fiery energy, like a storm that comes in with lightning and with high winds. And in 15 minutes, that storm is past. And what is left is rain for the farmers. But sometimes buildings are damaged. Sometimes there is damage from these kinds of winds. That's a Knight of Wands energy. To me, the Knight of Wands energy is a thunderstorm kind of energy. So when you're in this loving energy and the thunderstorm comes through, it can really knock you around. So there could be someone coming in here that's really surprising you and really knocking you around. Whatever this is, whatever this Knight of Wands energy is, if it's a rumor that you heard, that can be a whirlwind energy hitting you, right? If it's some kind of decision that somebody's made that's really kind of sank you or put you in some sort of off kilter, like why did they make that decision? What are they talking about? Is there something that I did that they don't like? Is there something that they're doing that's going to affect me? Right? It's that kind of an energy. So it doesn't have to be a lover. It doesn't have to be a new introduction, but it's something here that will bring kind of a windstorm into your life. And I think that it's short-lived. I think that it's not going to be around for very long, but it is an energy that you're going to have to live through. When those storms come through with the powerful winds and the lightning and possibility of tornadoes, people do have to weather those storms. You have to go into the basement. You have to make sure that you're in a protected area, right? So that's kind of what you're doing in an analogy here with this Knight of Wands. All right, Six of Swords is here, which is talking about finding clarity in this and then moving forward in a way that brings peacefulness, peaceful travels. This is finding clarity. Six of Swords is finding clarity, finding understanding. So I already basically did this guidance. And I don't think I want to go so deep in it, but this is finding clarity and peacefulness as you move forward, finding peace again, being able to really settle in and focus your thoughts again and get back on track again. We have the Queen of Wands energy, which talks about energy of self-confidence, self-awareness, understanding the value of self, understanding how to live in your most powerful energy, understanding your weaknesses and your trauma and learning how to manage that so that you can really step in hand with your superpowers. The only way we can really use our superpowers, it's always fun to say the word superpower, but the only way we can really use our superpowers is if we manage our weaknesses, right? If we have a superpower, but we don't, if we have a supercar that has a super strong engine and we have flat tires, it's just not going to work. We have to manage our weaknesses. We have to keep all of the parts of our bodies and our minds strong. And this is really learning how to move through dense energy and manage the shadow within us, the shadow that's within us, the Queen of Wands. So that's the energy. It's a beautiful energy. It's a reminder of who you are, your inner beauty, the inner light, the inner flame within you. It's just recentering yourself on who you are, your dignity, your honor, your respect, who you are, what runs in your DNA, who you are as a soul. You know, you are beautiful and priceless. You are powerful. Every soul in this world that's living is a powerful being. And to really kind of connect in with that power again, and it will help settle you here with the Six of Swords. We also have the Seven of Wands, an energy here of self-protection. So there's a need here to intentionally remove yourself from that which creates trauma, which brings in energies that create triggering, that can trigger us to feel a certain way. And this is not always in the placement of people. If I don't talk to that person or I don't go around that person, this is also how much we think about that person, how much we think about that person. And every time we think about that person or that situation, that thread of energy is strong between the two. So we have to intentionally clear our minds. I have to do it all the time. The way I do it is I find that, I've worked with energy a long time, but I can actually find the thread of energy, and many of you can too. You find it and you take a scissors in your mind and you cut it. And when I do, I don't even just cut it. I bend the thread down and I sometimes take a match and I burn that thread. So I have to do this kind of work. It takes a lot of focus to do this. If you can't find the threads, if you want to, you can in your mind imagine like a huge scissors or a huge knife, even like what the farmers used back in the day before tractors. They had that long handle and on the end was a rounded blade, and they would take that blade and sweep it along the earth and cut the bottom of the grass, right? You can take a blade like that and run it around your body and trust and believe that it's cutting the threads, and you will feel a difference in your energy. So there is some intentional work here to do with protecting your energy, protecting yourself, and keeping the toxic energy of other people and other situations out of your space. This is part of the recovery and part of finding the Ten of Pentacles. It's not always about money. Safety and comfort and abundance and building a foundation is not always about money. Sometimes it's how we feel emotionally. And I think for this group of Cancer people, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, my friends, I am going to go into depth here and see if I can get some nitty gritty out of this for those of you that are looking for more information. I'm going to go into the nitty gritty. I will look at what this Page of Cups is. So we're going to go deeper into this Page of Cups. I want to go deeper into this moon energy as well. It was in the reverse like that. And then I want to go into this Knight of Cups energy and see if we can get anything more out of this Knight of Cups energy. Let me see here. I want to look at this Page of Pentacles energy, and this the Justice energy. So I'm not so much going into what like I could go into so many of these energies. I could go into so many of these energies, but I want to give you a sense of how this is going to end up and give you some confidence and comfort here with the ending. I want to look at what is the, sorry, you can't see all these cards. I'm looking at the Justice. I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles here. I want to go in to see what is this inclination? What is the tangibility here that you're seeing? I want to see like a little bit more about what this information is that came forward and this inspiration energy that you're trying to build here and this Page of Cups. So what is this love energy? Is it yours? Is it someone else coming in? This Page of Cups is inspiration and feeling of love and warmth and really being in your intuition and being happy. I want to go into that energy. So that's what's going to come in the extended reading. My beautiful Cancer signs, thank you very much for being here with me. Thank you for sticking through this. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you some information that's useful for you. And I wish you well. And I look forward to getting into this energy as we move forward in the year. All right. Thank you very much, my friends.